paid $700 just in parts and labor for this car to be back up into inspection.
Among the thousands of cars that travel on busy streets just like this in Winnipeg daily, Lucas Teixeira says he was just traveling 30 kilometers an hour when he was pulled over by Winnipeg police in his 2015 Hyundai Genesis. Teixeira says he had purchased the car safetied from a dealership in the city, so he was surprised when he was pulled over and told that the car was illegal by a police officer, ticketed for a lack of muffler and illegal tint, saying he feels the reason he was pulled over was because of the car's look alone.
I wasn't causing a disturbance, I wasn't driving erratic, I wasn't doing anything other than following traffic in a one-lane road.
Teixeira isn't alone, and the sentiment is creating tension between the car community and police. City News spoke with numerous drivers who have had experiences with the vehicle inspection unit who say officers may pull over a vehicle on looks alone, then once a car is stopped, will essentially search and try to find a reason to ticket despite proper paperwork. City News requested an interview with the police superintendent who's responsible for the VIU so we could find out about the unit's specific enforcement objective, but that interview request was denied. However, on the VIU website, it says the unit is concerned with things like unsafe vehicles, truck weight limitations, and also insecure loads. Nowhere on the public-facing site does it have any information about modified vehicles, unnecessary noise, or specifics around exhaust and mufflers, and Teixeira says that consistency is needed.
For me, it's because then there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
In a recent video posted by the Winnipeg Police, the public was told an exhaust cannot be modified to be louder than it was when it came out from the factory. However, some say this creates a double standard in the community, as some cars can be much louder than a modified car, but by definition are still stock, with some car community vets saying the dialogue needs to start.
We need to have a general understanding of how it works, and we need to work together.
Brandon resident Darren Darvell says he's been a member of the car community for almost 2 decades and used to come into Winnipeg for car meets, but has stopped for fear of being targeted. Despite the fact his vehicle, a 2018 Cadillac ST SV, is factory. He says overall, while the WPS are doing an amazing job, this isn't the first time there's been some confusion around the VIU, saying in the past it was members of the lowrider and mini truck community who suffered.
They were getting sold out of province, out of the country. Like, people did not feel safe driving them because of this vehicle inspection unit. And not because they didn't meet safety requirements, it's because there was really nothing that stated what was right and what was wrong.
Darvell says that confusion was addressed through dialogue between police, the car community, and other stakeholders, but he says now the confusion is starting again with mufflers and exhausts, noting clarity or even a max decibel point is badly needed.
There's got to be a directive link of, hey, this is a yes and this is a no. We can't have just a generic, oh, I don't like the sound of your car, it's too loud, I'm going to issue you a ticket and you have to fix it, and they don't know what to fix.
While unnecessary noise caused by cutting out of a muffler or otherwise is prohibited under the Highway Traffic Safety Act, the Vehicle Equipment Safety and Inspection Regulations contains no definition as to what is excessive noise, nor does it detail noise as a general or hazardous condition which can result in a vehicle being rejected or penalized due to a muffler or exhaust. But with many tickets being issued for just that, Darvell says things have to change.
Just saying that our exhaust is too loud without having a designation for it just isn't fair.
The Winnipeg Police Service says in a statement that all members of the car community must abide by the rules and regulation in place, saying they've been in effect for years. The WPS is also attending some of these car meets to try and strengthen that relationship between police and the car community. However, Winnipeg Police would not comment on ongoing meetings that are happening, focusing on how to make sure the car community, specifically the modified car community, does not feel targeted, but said they are always ready to build better bonds in the city. In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.